Welcome to another Todd's
2-Minute Tech Tip Tuesday.
Brought to you by the National RV Training Academy, the largest hands-on RV training academy in America. Hey, before we get to the video, which I know this is the reason why you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. Hit the subscribe button now. Thank you. Now, back to our Tech Tip Tuesday. Hey, it's Todd here. Time to answer your questions about your RV in 2 minutes or less. Here we go. I just purchased a 2024 travel trailer with solar. The tow vehicle is a Ford. That's all I need to know. All right. It currently has a 12-volt RV marine battery that I would like to upgrade to a 12-volt 200 amp hour lithium battery. I have confirmed that the converter and the solar charge controller work with lithium. In other words, they provide that higher voltage because lithium batteries need to be charged at around 14.4, maybe 14.6. Lead acid, in flood, they may hit 14, but whenever we get to absorption, 13.6, and then float 13.2. He has confirmed that both his solar controller and his converter can charge lithium. Is there any danger or risk to simply swapping out the batteries without installing a DC to DC charge controller thingy? All right. And what are some of the main disadvantages to doing it this way? Thank you in advance. So, the DC to DC charge controller, assuming that this is a travel trailer, then he's probably talking about the 7-pin connector from the truck down that down the number 4 pin to charge the batteries. He says, is there any danger in not putting in that DC to DC controller? Absolutely not, if you're not going to upgrade that wire on your truck. Okay? So here's the thing. You got a 7-pin connector on that Ford. Okay? Should be the number 4 pin. Sends the power down to charge the batteries. With lithium batteries, because they can handle a much faster charge, the question is, are we going to overwork that alternator if we don't put that DC to DC charge controller in? And the answer is no. Okay? Now, because distance is resistance and the size of that cable is only so large on that 7-pin connector coming from Ford, and the fact that you have other 12-volt items on, your line, that 7-pin connector, is going to be the limiting factor. Okay? When we put in the DC to DC charge controller is either on a motor coach or if we upgrade the wire from our battery back. So if we went and bought a large, like number 2 cable and ran that back to our travel trailer using an Anderson connector, then we'd put that in. Otherwise, don't need to. If all of that was Greek to you, Todd, I'm switching over to lithium. I've confirmed that my solar controller and my converter can run lithium. Do I need to do anything else? Answer is no. Go ahead and switch that out. By the way, if you're going to buy a 200 amp hour battery, why not buy a 300 amp hour battery? Go check us out over at Big Beard Batteries. Probably save you some money. There's your tech tip. All right, before you get to the bloopers, which is why you're here in the first place, the RV industry needs thousands of RV technicians and inspectors, and now is the perfect time to do that. If you want to make more money or have more control over your time, go ahead and click the link below. Or if you just want to learn how to fix your own RV, got something for you there. Head over to rvtechcourse.com and get started today. Now for the reason that you're at the end of the video, roll the bloopers. All right. It currently has a 12-volt RV maintenance battery. All right, there we go. Let's see here.